Drop everything you're doing right now and listen to me, because what I'm about to tell you is going to change everything. The angels have arrived. Not metaphorically. Not symbolically. Literally, right now, in this exact moment as you read these words, there is an angelic invasion happening in your energy field. Heaven has sent its warriors. Divine forces have mobilized. The armies of light have been dispatched with one singular mission: to break every curse that has been placed on you, to shatter every chain that has been binding you, to demolish every obstacle that has been blocking your blessings, and to escort you personally into the freedom and abundance that has always been your birthright, but that dark forces have been keeping just out of your reach. I know this sounds dramatic. I know your logical Virgo mind is already trying to rationalize what I'm saying, trying to find a way to dismiss this as exaggeration or spiritual theater. But I need you to push past that skepticism for just a moment, because what is happening right now is unprecedented. The universe does not send angelic reinforcements for minor inconveniences. Heaven does not mobilize its forces for small problems. When angels arrive in invasion force, when divine intervention comes crashing through the barriers between the spiritual and physical realms with the force of a tidal wave, it means one thing: you have been under attack, the situation has reached a critical point, and if divine forces don't intervene right now, you're going to lose something precious that you'll never get back. But here's the miracle: they got there in time. The angels arrived before the final blow could land. The cavalry came over the hill just as the battle seemed lost. Heaven saw what was happening to you and said, "Absolutely not. Not this one. This soul is under divine protection. Send everyone. Break the curse. Save them. Now." My name is Celestia Ardant, and I have been a channel for divine communication for over 20 years. I work with angels, with ascended masters, with the highest forces of light that exist in the cosmos. I have witnessed miracles that defied logic. I have seen the impossible become possible when heaven decides to intervene. I have sat with people who were at the end of their rope, who had given up all hope, who were convinced that their lives were over, and I have watched their faces transform as angelic energy poured into them, breaking curses that had been in place for years, shattering limitations that seemed permanent, opening doors that had been welded shut. And today, right now, in this sacred moment, I'm here to tell you that the same thing is happening for you. The angels have invaded your situation. They have assessed the damage. They have identified the curses. They have located the keys to your freedom. And they are handing those keys to you right now through this message, through these cards, through the divine intervention that brought you to this reading at exactly the right moment. You did not find this message by accident. You were guided here by forces that love you more than you can comprehend, that have been fighting for you even when you didn't know you needed fighting for, that have been orchestrating your liberation even while you were still trying to understand why your life felt so heavy, so blocked, so impossibly difficult despite all your efforts. Before I reveal everything the cards showed me about the specific curses that have been placed on you, about the exact nature of the angelic intervention happening right now, about the keys to freedom that are being handed to you, and about what you need to do immediately to claim your liberation and step into the blessed life that's waiting for you, I need you to do something that is absolutely essential to completing this divine rescue operation. I need you to write your name in the comments below. Just your first name. Because when you do that, you are giving the angels permission to work on your behalf. You are saying yes to divine intervention. You are accepting the keys to freedom that are being offered to you. Free will is sacred. Even angels cannot override it. They can show up. They can offer help. They can present solutions. But you have to say yes. You have to reach out and take what's being offered. You have to write your name as an act of accepting divine assistance, of opening yourself to miraculous intervention, of declaring that you are ready to be free from everything that has been binding you. And tonight, at the hour when angelic presence is strongest and the veil between heaven and earth is thinnest, I will perform a ceremony of liberation. I will light white candles for every name written below. I will burn frankincense and myrrh, the sacred resins that attract angelic presence. I will call on Archangel Michael, the warrior who breaks curses and cuts cords. I will invoke Archangel Raphael, the healer who restores what has been damaged. I will petition Archangel Gabriel, the messenger who brings clarity and divine communication. I will summon Archangel Uriel, the light of God who illuminates the path forward. I will speak your name into sacred space and ask that every angel already working on your behalf be reinforced, that every curse be broken completely, that every key to your freedom be activated, that every blessing that has been held back be released immediately into your physical reality. Your name will be anointed with blessed oil and placed on my angel altar, where it will remain for 9 days, continuously bathed in angelic energy, continuously blessed, continuously protected. So please, write your name below. Not for me. Not for engagement. For yourself. For your freedom. For the angels who have been fighting for you and who are waiting for your permission to complete the rescue. Do it now, before fear or doubt or the curse itself can talk you out of receiving the help that heaven is offering you. Now let me tell you exactly what happened when I sat down to read for Virgo this week. I had been feeling an urgency building for days, a pressure in the atmosphere like the air before a storm. I kept seeing white feathers everywhere I looked. I kept hearing bells ringing when there were no bells. I kept feeling presences around me that were so powerful, so bright, so loving that I could barely stand in their energy without weeping. And I knew with absolute certainty that something massive was happening in the spiritual realm, something that involved Virgo specifically, something that required immediate communication. So I prepared my space with extreme care and reverence. I cleansed everything with sacred smoke. I cast multiple circles of protection. I placed crystals at every direction, clear quartz to amplify divine energy, selenite to connect to angelic realms, amethyst to enhance spiritual vision. I lit candles in every color associated with angels, white for purity, gold for divine presence, blue for heavenly peace. I prayed for over an hour, asking that only the highest divine forces be present, that only messages of truth and love come through, that I be a clear and worthy channel for angelic communication. And then, trembling with the weight of what I was about to receive, I shuffled my deck and asked, what do the angels want Virgo to know? What curses are being broken? What keys are being given? How does Virgo claim their freedom? The first card that appeared made every hair on my body stand up. It flew out of the deck before I had even finished asking the question, landing face up on my altar with such force that I actually heard it hit. It was the Judgment card, and when Judgment appears in response to questions about divine intervention, its meaning is absolute and undeniable. Judgment is the card of resurrection, of divine decree, of heaven intervening directly in human affairs. Judgment is the trumpet sounding from the heavens saying, it is time. The old life is over. The new life begins now. Rise up. You are free. I sat there staring at that card, and I felt tears streaming down my face because I understood the magnitude of what was happening. Judgment doesn't appear for minor shifts or gradual improvements. Judgment appears when there is a complete and total transformation being mandated by divine authority. Judgment appears when heaven looks at a situation and declares, this ends now. This person has suffered enough. This curse is broken. This soul is liberated. By divine decree, let it be so. And the angels were showing me that this is what's happening for you, Virgo. Heaven has issued a decree. The suffering ends now. The struggle ends now. The curses are broken now. The blessings are released now. This is not something that's going to happen eventually or gradually. This is happening right now, in this moment, as you read these words. The Judgment card is the trumpet blast announcing your liberation. The second card I pulled made my entire body vibrate with energy. It was the star, and the star appeared reversed at first, then as I looked at it, I watched it physically flip itself over on my altar until it was upright. I have never, in 20 years of reading cards, seen a card physically move on its own like that. And I knew I was in the presence of something extraordinary, something miraculous, something that defied natural law because divine law was overriding it. The star reversed represents hope that has been stolen, healing that has been blocked, feeling disconnected from divine guidance. And the fact that it flipped itself to upright was the angels showing me in the most literal way possible that they are reversing the reversal. They are restoring your hope. They are unblocking your healing. They are reconnecting you to divine guidance. What was taken is being returned. What was broken is being fixed. What was lost is being found. The angels are literally, physically, miraculously reversing the damage that has been done to you. The third card was the Devil reversed, and I actually laughed out loud with relief when I saw it because the Devil reversed is the breaking of bondage, the shattering of chains, freedom from addiction and toxic patterns and dark influences. The Devil upright would indicate you're still trapped, but the Devil reversed means you're being set free. And in the context of this reading about angelic invasion and curse breaking, the Devil reversed is confirmation that whatever dark forces have been working against you, whatever curses have been binding you, whatever evil influences have been draining your life force, they're being cast out right now. The angels are literally performing an exorcism on your entire life situation, removing every dark attachment, severing every evil connection, banishing every malevolent force. I continued pulling cards, and what emerged was the most comprehensive picture of divine intervention I have ever seen in a reading. Let me share with you exactly what the angels revealed about the curses that have been placed on you, because you need to understand what you're being freed from so you can fully appreciate the magnitude of what's being done for you. The first curse the angels showed me was the 5 of Pentacles. This is a poverty curse, a lack curse, a curse specifically designed to keep you struggling financially no matter how hard you work. Someone at some point placed spiritual blocks on your ability to accumulate wealth, to hold on to money, to receive the abundance that should naturally flow to you. This curse has been manifesting as unexpected expenses that drain your resources the moment money comes in, as opportunities for advancement that fall through at the last minute, as a constant sense of financial anxiety no matter how much you actually have. The angels want you to know that this curse is broken. Right now, today, the spiritual blocks on your finances have been removed. The flow of abundance that has been dammed up for so long is about to pour into your life like a flood. Within days or weeks, you're going to see tangible evidence that this curse is broken. Money appearing from unexpected sources, opportunities opening that seemed permanently closed, a sense of financial ease that you haven't felt in years. The second curse was the 3 of Swords, and this is a heartbreak curse, a curse designed to ensure that every romantic relationship you enter ends in pain, that every person you love either betrays you or leaves you or disappoints you so profoundly that you start to believe you're unlovable or that real love doesn't exist. This curse has been manifesting as patterns of attracting the wrong people, as good relationships mysteriously falling apart just when they should be deepening, as an inability to fully open your heart because subconsciously you're bracing for the inevitable hurt. The angels want you to know that this curse is broken. The cycle of heartbreak ends now. Your heart is being healed by angelic energy even as you read these words. And the person who is meant for you, the one who will love you the way you deserve to be loved, they're being cleared of obstacles right now, being guided toward you, being prepared to meet you at exactly the right time now that the curse preventing healthy love from reaching you has been shattered. The third curse was the 8 of Swords, and this is a mental bondage curse, a curse designed to trap you in anxiety, in confusion, in self-doubt, in the inability to see your options clearly or trust your own judgment. This curse has been manifesting as overthinking everything, as second-guessing yourself constantly, as feeling paralyzed when you need to make decisions, as not being able to trust your intuition even when it's screaming at you. The angels want you to know that this curse is broken. The fog is lifting. The mental clarity you've been missing is returning. Your intuition is being restored and amplified. Within days, you're going to notice that decisions that seemed impossible become obvious, that confusion gives way to clear knowing, that the anxiety that has been your constant companion begins to dissolve. The fourth curse was the Tower, and this is a stability curse, a curse designed to ensure that everything you try to build falls apart, that every time you're close to achieving something significant, some catastrophe occurs that destroys your progress and forces you to start over. This curse has been manifesting as patterns of almost succeeding and then losing everything, as traumatic events that seem to target you specifically, as feeling like you can never get ahead because something always goes wrong. The angels want you to know that this curse is broken. The Tower energy is being redirected away from you. What you build from this point forward will stand. The foundation you lay will be solid. The progress you make will stick. The success you create will last. No more starting over. No more everything falling apart. The cycle of destruction is ended. The fifth curse was the 9 of Swords, and this is a sleep and peace curse, a curse designed to rob you of rest, to fill your nights with nightmares or insomnia, to ensure that you never feel truly at peace, that there's always something worrying you, always something disturbing your rest. This curse has been manifesting as difficulty sleeping, as waking up exhausted even after a full night's rest, as nightmares that feel more real than normal dreams, as a constant sense of unease that you can't shake. The angels want you to know that this curse is broken. Your sleep is being restored. Your peace is being returned. Tonight, when you lay down to rest, you're going to feel the difference. The angels will stand guard over your sleep, ensuring that nothing disturbs your rest, that your dreams are peaceful or meaningful rather than terrifying, that you wake up truly refreshed for the first time in longer than you can remember. I pulled more cards because I needed to understand who placed these curses on you, and the 7 of Swords appeared along with the Queen of Wands reversed. This tells me that the curses came from multiple sources. The 7 of Swords indicates someone who works in secret, someone who smiles to your face while cursing you behind your back, someone who has been jealous of you for a long time. The The Queen of Wands reversed indicates a woman who appears confident and successful, but who is actually deeply insecure, deeply threatened by you, deeply resentful of your potential. For some of you, this is a family member, a female relative who has always competed with you, who has never been genuinely happy for your successes, who has masked her jealousy as concern but who has actually been praying for your failure. For others, this is a former friend or colleague, someone who was once in your life but who felt threatened when you started to outshine them. And for some of you, this is a romantic rival, someone who wanted a person you were with or someone who simply couldn't stand to see you happy in love. The identity might not be immediately clear to you, but the angels want you to know that it doesn't matter anymore. Whoever cursed you, their power over you is broken. The curses they sent are returning to them now. They're about to experience in their own lives the consequences of using spiritual forces for harm. And you don't need to do anything about it. You don't need to confront them or expose them or get revenge. The angels are handling it. Cosmic justice is already in motion. Your job is simply to receive your freedom and move forward. Now let me tell you about the keys the angels are giving you, because the curses being broken is only half of the miracle. The other half is what's being given to you to ensure you stay free and thrive. The first key that appeared in the cards was the Ace of Wands, and this is the key of divine inspiration and renewed passion. The angels are giving you back your fire, your enthusiasm, your excitement about life. The numbness and exhaustion you've been feeling, the sense that nothing matters or that you're just going through the motions, that's going to be replaced by genuine passion, by inspiration that flows through you like electricity, by excitement about possibilities that haven't excited you in years. This key manifests as new ideas that download into your consciousness, as sudden clarity about what you want to create or pursue, as energy and motivation returning to levels you thought were gone forever. When you feel this key activate, when you notice yourself feeling excited about something in a way you haven't felt in years, that's the angels working. That's your fire being restored. The second key was the Wheel of Fortune, and this is the key of destiny acceleration and divine timing. The angels are not just breaking your curses. They're fast-forwarding your timeline. They're making up for lost time. Things that should have happened years ago but were blocked by curses are going to happen now in rapid succession. Opportunities are going to appear faster than you can process them. Blessings are going to stack on top of each other. Progress is going to happen at a pace that feels almost overwhelming, but in the best way possible. This key manifests as synchronicities that blow your mind, as right place, right time moments happening constantly, as doors opening that you didn't even know existed, as people appearing in your life at exactly the moment you need them. When you notice these things happening, when life starts feeling magical and perfectly orchestrated, that's the angels working. That's your destiny being accelerated. The third key was the Empress, and this is the key of abundance and creative manifestation. The angels are giving you the ability to create whatever you want with unprecedented ease. Your manifestation power is being amplified exponentially. Your ability to attract what you desire is being supercharged. What used to take months or years of effort is going to happen in weeks or days, because you now have angelic assistance in your creation process. This key manifests as realizing you just thought about something and it appeared, as setting intentions and watching them manifest almost instantly, as feeling like you have some kind of magic touch where everything you put your energy toward succeeds. When you notice this happening, when you realize you're manifesting like never before, that's the angels working. That's your creative power being restored and enhanced. The fourth key was the Sun, and this is the key of joy, vitality, and visible success. The angels are giving you not just internal peace, but external proof of your blessings. Your success is going to be visible. Your happiness is going to radiate. Other people are going to notice and comment on how different you seem, how much lighter, how much brighter. Your life is going to look different from the outside because the transformation happening inside you is so profound it cannot be hidden. This key manifests as compliments from strangers, as people asking what you're doing differently, as opportunities coming through your enhanced visibility, as success that others witness and celebrate with you. When you notice this happening, when you realize people are seeing you differently and responding to you differently, that's the angels working. That's your light being restored and amplified. The fifth key was the Ace of Cups, and this is the key of emotional renewal and capacity for love. The angels are giving you a new heart, metaphorically speaking. The damage that's been done to your ability to feel, to trust, to love, to be vulnerable, all of that is being healed. You're being given a fresh start emotionally, a clean slate, the ability to approach relationships and feelings without the baggage of past hurt influencing every interaction. This key manifests as finding yourself crying but in a good way, as feeling emotions more deeply than you have in years, as wanting to connect with people when you've been isolated, as being willing to take emotional risks when you've been completely closed off. When you notice this happening, when you realize your heart is opening again, that's the angels working. That's your emotional capacity being restored. Now let me tell you what you need to do to fully activate these keys and claim your freedom, because divine intervention is happening, but you have a role to play in receiving it fully. The magician appeared in the position of what you must do, and the magician is about conscious co-creation with divine forces, about using your will in alignment with heaven's will, about taking action while trusting spiritual support. Here's what the angels need you to do. First, you need to create a physical altar space in your home dedicated to angelic presence. It doesn't need to be elaborate. It can be as simple as a small table or shelf where you place white candles, fresh flowers, a glass of clean water, and images of angels if you have them or want to get them. This creates a focal point for angelic energy in your home, a place where the angels can gather, a physical anchor for the spiritual work they're doing on your behalf. Every morning, even if just for 2 minutes, go to this altar and say out loud, "Thank you to the angels who are working on my behalf. Thank you for breaking every curse. Thank you for the keys to my freedom. I receive everything you're giving me. I am open to miracles. I am ready for blessings. I am free." This simple practice keeps you aligned with the angelic intervention, keeps your energy receptive, keeps the channel open between you and your divine helpers. Second, you need to pay attention to angelic signs and acknowledge them when you see them. The angels are communicating with you constantly, but if you don't notice or acknowledge their signs, the communication becomes one-sided and less effective. Angelic signs include repeating numbers, especially 11, seeing white feathers in unexpected places, finding coins, especially pennies, seeing rainbows or unusual light phenomena, hearing bells or music with no source, smelling flowers or pleasant scents with no explanation, feeling sudden warmth or tingling sensations, seeing butterflies or birds behaving unusually. When you notice these signs, stop whatever you're doing and say out loud or in your mind, "I see you. Thank you. I acknowledge your presence and your help." This simple acknowledgement strengthens the connection and encourages more communication. The angels want to help you, but they need to know you're paying attention. Third, you need to take inspired action on opportunities and ideas that come to you, even if they don't make logical sense or seem too good to be true. The angels are going to send you opportunities that your rational mind might dismiss or doubt. They're going to give you ideas that seem random or impractical. They're going to create openings that make you think, there must be a catch. But you need to override your skepticism and take action anyway. Not recklessly, not without any discernment, but trusting that if something feels exciting or right in your gut, even though your head is saying it's impossible, that's probably angelic guidance. When an opportunity appears that seems too perfect, don't immediately assume it's a trap. Consider that it might be divine intervention. When an idea comes to you that feels inspired but impractical, don't immediately dismiss it. Consider that it might be angelic guidance. When someone offers you something that seems too generous, don't immediately look for ulterior motives. Consider that angels often work through other people to deliver blessings. Fourth, you need to protect yourself from recursing by establishing boundaries with anyone you even remotely suspect was involved in cursing you. The angels have broken the curses, but if you maintain close contact with the people who cursed you, they can attempt to curse you again. Not successfully, not like before because you now have angelic protection, but they can try and you don't need that energy in your life. If you know or suspect who cursed you, reduce or eliminate contact. If you can't eliminate contact because of family or work obligations, then establish energetic boundaries by visualizing a mirror shield around yourself before any interaction with them, by refusing to share personal information with them, by keeping conversations surface level and brief. The angels have freed you. Don't walk back into the prison by maintaining toxic connections. Fifth, you need to cleanse your physical space of any residual curse energy. Even though the angels have broken the curses spiritually, there can be residue in your environment that needs to be cleared. Do a thorough cleaning of your home, especially your bedroom. Open all windows to let in fresh air and light. Burn white sage or Palo Santo in every room. Sprinkle salt across all thresholds and then vacuum it up. Wash your bedding in hot water with salt added to the wash. Take a spiritual bath with salt and baking soda, asking the angels to wash away any remaining curse energy from your physical and energy body. As you do this physical cleaning, say out loud, "Every curse is broken. Every dark attachment is severed. Only light dwells here. Only love is welcome here. This space is blessed and protected by angelic presence. So be it. You're not just cleaning physically. You're clearing energetically. You're creating a clean slate in your environment that matches the clean slate the angels have created in your energy field. Let me tell you what's going to happen next, what you should expect as this angelic invasion completes its work and you step into your freedom. The first thing you're going to notice, possibly within hours or days, is a shift in your energy levels. The exhaustion that has been your constant companion is going to lift. You're going to wake up one morning and realize you feel rested in a way you haven't in years. You're going to move through your day and notice you're not dragging, not forcing yourself to keep going, not counting the hours until you can rest again. This is the curse of energy drain being broken. This is your life force being restored. The second thing you're going to notice is opportunities appearing seemingly out of nowhere. A text from someone you haven't heard from in years offering you something valuable. A job posting for your dream position appearing at exactly the right moment. A financial opportunity that seems almost too good to be true but is completely legitimate. An introduction to someone who opens doors you didn't even know existed. This is the angels rerouting blessings toward you, removing the spiritual blocks that were preventing opportunities from reaching you, creating pathways for abundance to flow. The third thing you're going to notice is clarity returning to your mind. Decisions that seemed impossible are suddenly obvious. Questions you've been agonizing over for months are answered in an instant. Confusion that has been plaguing you dissolves, and you wonder why you couldn't see clearly before. This is the mental bondage curse being broken. This is your natural wisdom and intuition being restored. The fourth thing you're going to notice is your emotional state stabilizing and improving. The anxiety that has been your constant companion starts to quiet. The depression that has been weighing you down begins to lift. The grief or anger or bitterness that has been coloring everything starts to transform into peace, into hope, into actual joy. This is the curse on your emotional well-being being broken. This is angelic healing reaching the wounded places in your heart. The fifth thing you're going to notice is your relationships improving or changing. People who have been toxic or draining start to naturally fall away from your life. New people who are aligned with your highest good start to appear. Existing relationships that are meant to be there strengthen and deepen, while relationships that were only there because of the curse's binding energy dissolve without drama or trauma. This is the angels cleaning up your relational field, ensuring you're only connected to people who genuinely love and support you. Now let me address something important. Some of you might be wondering why you were cursed, what you did to deserve this. And I need you to hear this very clearly. You did nothing to deserve being cursed. Curses are not karmic punishment. Curses are not the universe giving you what you earned. Curses are attacks by people operating from jealousy, fear, insecurity, and darkness. The only thing you did was be yourself, shine your light, have potential, be blessed in ways that triggered someone else's wounds. That's not your fault. That's not something you should have prevented. That's simply evidence that your light is bright enough to trigger people still sitting in darkness. Some of you might also be wondering why the angels didn't intervene sooner if they could intervene at all. Why did you have to suffer for so long before help arrived? And this is a complex question that I'll answer as honestly as I can based on what the angels have shown me over the years. Divine timing is mysterious and sometimes painful from our limited human perspective. But what I've learned is that angels work within the framework of free will, which means there are rules about when and how they can intervene. They can't just override human choice or force outcomes. They have to wait for certain conditions to be met, certain prayers to be said, certain levels of suffering to be reached that give them permission to act more directly. Your suffering wasn't pointless even though it was painful. It was building your capacity to receive what's coming. It was clearing out old patterns that needed to end. It was preparing you for a level of blessing that you wouldn't have been ready for before. And it was reaching the point where divine intervention became not just allowed but mandated. You've suffered enough. You've learned what you needed to learn. You've grown into who you needed to become. And now finally, the angels can do what they've been wanting to do all along, set you completely free and pour blessings on you until you overflow. Let me also tell you what to expect from the people who cursed you. As the curses break and blessings start flowing to you, they're going to notice. They're going to see you thriving when they expected you to continue struggling. And their reactions will vary. Some will try to re-establish contact, suddenly being friendly after being distant, suddenly wanting to know all about your life, suddenly offering help or advice. This is them trying to regain access so they can curse you again. Don't fall for it. Maintain boundaries. Others will become bitter or angry, possibly even confrontational. They might accuse you of thinking you're better than them or of changing. They might try to guilt-trip you or manipulate you into staying small. They might spread rumors or try to damage your reputation. Don't engage. Don't defend yourself. Don't give them energy. Let them talk. The people who matter will see through it, and the angels will handle any actual threats to your well-being or reputation. Still others will simply disappear from your life quietly, fading away as your frequencies no longer match. This is actually the healthiest outcome. The curse losing power means the ties binding you to toxic people dissolve naturally. Let them go without drama or closure seeking. Some connections are meant to end, and forcing artificial closure just re-establishes the connection you're trying to be free of. Now let me pull one final set of cards to show you the ultimate outcome of this angelic invasion, what your life looks like 6 months to a year from now once all the curses are fully broken and all the keys have been activated. The 10 of Cups appeared, and this is the card of emotional fulfillment, joy, family happiness, dreams coming true. The angels are showing me that you're going to reach a point in the not too distant future where you look at your life and feel genuine happiness, genuine gratitude, genuine peace. You're going to be surrounded by people who love you authentically. You're going to be doing work that fulfills you. You're going to have stability and security. You're going to feel at home in your life in a way you never have before. The 10 of Pentacles appeared next, showing lasting prosperity, legacy, financial security that doesn't just touch you but benefits your family line. The angels are showing me that the financial blessings coming to you aren't temporary. This isn't a windfall that will disappear as quickly as it came. This is sustained abundance, increasing over time, creating security for you and for the people you love. You're going to break cycles of financial struggle in your family. You're going to be the one who establishes new patterns of prosperity. The World card appeared, and this is completion, wholeness, achieving everything your soul came here to do. The angels are showing me that this is not just about breaking curses and having a nice life. This is about you fulfilling your actual destiny, your soul's purpose, the mission you came to Earth to complete. The curses were blocking that, keeping you too drained and distracted and discouraged to pursue your real calling. With the curses broken, you're going to step into your purpose with clarity and power. You're going to do the work you came here to do. You're going to impact lives in ways you can't imagine yet. The Ace of Wands appeared, showing that new beginnings are not just coming but exploding into your life with creative force and passionate energy. The angels are showing me that you're going to feel reborn, like you're starting your life over, but with all the wisdom you've accumulated. You're going to pursue dreams you set aside. You're going to try things you were too afraid to try. You're going to create, build, express yourself with freedom and joy that have been missing for too long. Let me give you one more piece of guidance that's crucial. As blessings start flowing, as your life improves, as things get easier, there might be a part of you that feels uncomfortable or suspicious or waiting for the other shoe to drop. This is normal after prolonged suffering. You've been conditioned to expect struggle. You've learned to brace for disaster. You've become accustomed to things going wrong. So when things start going right, your nervous system might not know how to process it. When this happens, when you catch yourself thinking this is too good to be true, or something bad is about to happen to balance this out, or I don't deserve this, I want you to stop and consciously redirect your thoughts. Say out loud, I am allowed to have good things. I am allowed to be happy. I am allowed to thrive. The curses are broken. This is real. This is mine. I receive it with gratitude. You're reprogramming yourself to accept blessings, training yourself to live in freedom instead of bondage. Also be gentle with yourself as you adjust to this new reality. Healing isn't always linear. Freedom isn't always immediately comfortable. There might be days when you still feel heavy or discouraged or afraid even though the curses are broken. That's okay. That's normal. That's just your body and mind catching up with what's already happened spiritually. Don't interpret momentary setbacks or difficult days as evidence that nothing changed. The work has been done. The curses are broken. The angels are with you. Some days you'll feel it more strongly than others, but it's always true. Write your name in the comments below, beloved Virgo. Claim your freedom. Accept the angelic intervention that is happening right now. Tonight I will perform the ceremony, speak your name, petition the angels on your behalf. But you have to do your part. You have to create the altar. You have to acknowledge the signs. You have to take inspired action. You have to protect yourself from recursing. You have to cleanse your space. You have to learn to receive blessings without guilt or suspicion. The angels have invaded your situation. They've broken the curses. They've handed you the keys to freedom. Now you have to walk through the door they've opened. Now you have to claim the life they've cleared the path toward. Now you have to live like someone who is free, blessed, protected, loved by heaven itself. Because that's what you are. The curses tried to tell you different. The struggles tried to convince you otherwise. The suffering tried to make you believe you were abandoned or punished or somehow not worthy of divine love. But that was all lies. The truth is that you are so loved by divine forces that heaven sent an army of angels to rescue you. The truth is that your destiny is so important that the universe refused to let it be stolen. The truth is that your freedom, your joy, your success matter to forces beyond this world. The angelic invasion is complete. The curses are broken. The keys are in your hands. Your freedom begins now. Your blessed life starts today. And nothing will ever be able to curse you like this again, because you now have angelic protection that will last for the rest of your life. Walk in your freedom. Live in your blessing. Shine in your joy. The angels fought for you. Now live in a way that honors their victory.